You already know what time it is. It's your boy DJ RichieSkye back with some tea, interviews, recaps, and more. And be sure to check the links in the description of this video for trips, for books, one-on-one sessions, and more. Now let's get into the tea. Porsha is about to blow the roof off of this Mama Jamma. Sky Squad, we back in the building. We are back in the building with some revelations, baby. We got some revelations coming this way. Lots of them. All right, so I got, oh my God, I got another screen I need to open up. But y'all, it's about to get lit up in here. P. Willie is giving us the intel on who allegedly gave Kenya Moore the tea about Brit'S, and she alleges that it's a housewife who's on the show. Yes. Oh, yes. This is what she says.
There's a housewife still on the show right now who gave Kenya that nude information. No, I'm going to expose that. Everybody needs to know who she is. That was
yo, when I saw this, I saw it on Reality Entertainment TV. So shout out to them. I just want to point that out. You know, I like to tell y'all where I get the information from. We don't hide that stuff around here. And I like to support. Y'all know how I do. But baby, I'm like, yo, whoa. I thought that Kenya got this information and intel from her detective. Was her detective a housewife? Yo, who could it be? I need you to get active in the comments. Get active in the comments. Mostly, I want to know what your thoughts are, right? Give us your thoughts. Give us your thoughts in the chat. Okay? Who is still on the show? Who could it be? Let's do a process of elimination. Because Porsha says she's going to expose that B. Now, that could have been two clips clipped together when she says she's going to expose somebody. But in my opinion, or in my mind, I'm hoping that this person is one and the same. Whoever the person is that gave that intel to Kenya and that B that she's going to expose, again, I couldn't tell if the clip was chopped, but I don't know. Okay, so let's get into the process of elimination of it all. Who is on the show? I can't see Shamia doing this. And as Porsha says, expose that B, she doesn't even really refer to Shamia by name in this. In part one, she kind of just says her when she talks about Shamia. Likely given that we'll know who she's speaking about. I don't see Shamia as being, I don't see that coming from her. So I'm going to rule Shamia out. Who's left, right? Well, it can't be Brit herself, right? So we can rule out Brit, right? Still on the show. I can't imagine that it's Cynthia because Cynthia has spoken out against Kenya and claims that she didn't even really know about the pow talk of it all at all. And she wasn't around until the actual event. Let's continue on. So who does that leave? Can't be Phaedra. Phaedra's not even around at this point. Oh, and I don't know what that relationship with Kenya is like. I can't imagine that it would be any good the way Kenya's been talking about the whole Candy and Phaedra thing from season 9. Okay, and we can't see Porsha wanting to expose that being being Phaedra. So we have 3 housewives left. Kelly, who is no longer friends with Brit, Angela, who we saw playing both sides of the equation with Britt and Kenya, or Drew? I don't know why I don't think it's Drew. Drew seems fairly detached from much of this drama. But I do want to bring you guys' attention to someone who says that it was not them who did it, because their name was being floated out there, and that name would be Ming Lee. Ming says, "Don't put me in it." Now, how I get in it? Because, and you know, she's doing Basketball Wives now. You know what I'm saying? Which is coming up in just a few weeks. We right around the corner from Jackie Christie Day. Y'all know we right around the corner. So thanks to our friends over at the Jasmine brand for picking up this story. She denies providing Kenya Moore with explicit images of Brit Evie. Not my monkey, not my circus. Because someone says, "You're messy for telling Kenya that girl's business." Cute though. And then Ming Lee says, the internet told that girl's business. What I know is still in my phone, and I'm not on the show. Not my monkey, not my circus. Somebody else says, "Girl, they said you are the one to provide the revenge pics of Kenya to your ex-boyfriend's ex-girlfriend, Brit. Low down." And Ming Lee says, "They lied, case closed." So Ming says, "Don't put me in it. My name is Bennett, and I am not in it." So who does that leave? I don't know, but we only have a little bit of time left to go, because Porsha is going to release part 2 of her YouTube video when she reaches 7,000 subscribers. Now, by my estimation, as of right now, let's look and see what that good old P. Willie has. Side note, why did somebody tell me that Marsha Montano's Tiny Desk was out? Y'all is wild for that, for not telling me. I had to discover it last night and have a dance party in my house. So Porsha for real is at 6.92 thousand subscribers. She's going to hit that probably within the next 30 minutes. Probably, because she's posting on Instagram as we speak about it. So listen, she's telling it all, and it better not be no overdub. Girl, I swear to God, if you speed that thing up and sound like a chipmunk again, I am gonna explode. Oh, baby. Um, mm, mm, mm. Lots of tea, lots of tea. You know, somebody else that's got the tea is my girl Bondi B. Bondi Blue posted this on her Instagram. Now, this is some tea from the Jason Lee show, right? So, you know, Jason interviews all the celebs. They come through and they spill their tea. They give him the intel. You know what I'm saying? And so this was a clip from Jason's interview with RT Boss. Now, who is RT Boss? For those of you guys who may not be in the know, I had to go down the rabbit hole and really dive deep down in the valley one day to pray, and I couldn't hear nobody pray. I had to look it up, you know, to see who he was. And this is just my ignorance, because I'm not omniscient or nothing like that. I can't be all over the place. So I had to do a Google search. All right. Now the Google search yielded that Spice actually it was sued by RT Boss for defamation. Now RT Boss was let me put the alleged badge up here. Allegedly her spirit, well, it's already up here. Was allegedly her spiritual advisor. And he says that he was advising Spice at one point in time. Now, he alleges that Spice and Safaree were a thing. And by a thing, I mean, in some way, shape, or form, it is implied that there was some level of entanglement. Okay. I'm going to leave it there for you to decipher what that means. Okay. Some level of entanglement. I will put the link for Jason's video along with Bondi's link right here as well. So you guys make sure to support both Bondi and Jason as well. Now, let's continue. Now, apparently, this was a defamation lawsuit that he filed against Spice. So there's already some level of, you know, bad blood there, right? So he is spilling the tea that this is allegedly well known in Jamaica. Yes, he indicates that this is well known in Jamaica. So, as Bondi so astutely observes, when we go back into our remembrance of Spice confronting Erica Mena, remember it was over Safaree and things that Safaree had allegedly told and showed to Spice that did not coincide with the story that Erica Mena was given to the girls and to the people on the show and to the world about her relationship and how effed up it was with Safaree, who is, you know, one of her, the father of her, you know, they had their whole thing. Y'all know what it is. So when I now look back on it, I think we all did wonder, why was Spice so invested in the Safaree and Erica of it all when it really wasn't none of her business, and she could have maintained relationships with both of them? I mean, I think that that's a fair assessment. Like, he might be your boy, but you know, you ain't, that don't mean that you got to be in her business so much so that you are confronting her about what is going on with date. Like, I would figure that you would not want to be involved in that. I wouldn't. I wouldn't. I would want to stay far away from that type of thing, but that's just me. So anyway, y'all let me know what y'all think. I told y'all it was a lot of stuff that was like, I was like, whoa. What do y'all think that Porsha is going to tell us today? Like, literally, probably within the hour. I'll be back on this video within the hour. I mean, probably not, because I gotta go to the gym. I got things to do. But I just needed to know what y'all think. And who do you think the housewife is? By my estimation, it could only be one of three names. Process of elimination: Kelly, Angela, Drew. I think I. Also, oh my God, real quick, just so you guys know, everybody is getting in on the YouTube. I've been telling y'all, if you have not gotten a YouTube channel yet, go ahead and do so. Porsha has joined. Now, Kenya Moore, Confessionals in My Words, is coming to YouTube on Tuesday, the 15th. She says, go ahead and subscribe now, baby. She's getting y'all ready. What is she gonna tell us? What tea is she gonna spill? Will you care by then? The reason I say that is because, well, yeah, I mean, this will be the aftermath episode. It would have been nice for her to have done it this week. Just because I think that the momentum was there because it just happened and people would have been looking for her to respond, but maybe she didn't really know how things were going to play. So maybe she needed to wait to see what they did and how they framed it and what was said. So I'm interested. What is this going to be? You know? I'm fascinated. I'm fascinated. Everybody, you know, is speaking on the things right now, baby. Everybody's speaking on the things. And granted, this is the route that they should be going because this allows them to tell their stories in the way that they want to tell them, frame their lives in the way that they want to frame it for, you know, public consumption in the way that is safe for them, right? And by that, I mean, they control the narrative. They control what people see. And it doesn't have to just be all about the tea and the gossip. There's a great way for, reality TV stars and anybody, honestly, to, create content around the things that they love, because it often broadens the audience's perspective on who they are, what they do, what they love, what they enjoy, and it allows for a deeper connection with the audience. So I do think that this is a smart play. I do also wish that she had done this earlier. She could have set herself up for a lot of success had she simply just promoted her YouTube channel at the start of the season and gave her confessionals on a weekly basis leading up to this moment. Just my opinion. Just my opinion. So anyway, lots to discuss, lots going on in the world of reality TV, which we love, right? We love it. We love it. We love it. We like to speculate and we like all the things. But anyway, make sure you guys keep it locked onto the channel. Special announcement coming today. I want to say today. But yeah, so keep your eyes peeled. And it's not just P. Willie that's making the announcements, baby. So with that being said, I will catch you guys in the next video.